Hello and welcome back to another Joemo Predicts on the Joemo Show. Obviously, as you can tell by the greatest meme from the 2021-2022 NFL season, we will be predicting where Aaron Rodgers will play next season in the NFL. We obviously did this with Russell Wilson before. I have been informed that in a video that Russell Wilson posted, or that the Seahawks might have posted, he did not say "Go Hawks" at the end. So I'm thinking that he saw my video and he was like, you know what, Giants would be a better fit for me. That's just a possibility, Not too sure, but it's just a possibility. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into this one. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers was. There was speculation last offseason that he would not be a Packer still. Obviously, he was. And now the speculation begins again. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to see some similarities from the Russell Wilson one. There's also a lot of differences. So let's just get into it. First similarity, obviously, 26 through 33 option. Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, Bills, Cardinals, Bengals, Chargers, Ravens. They all have their quarterback. And they're all, well, not all of them are young, but they all have their franchise quarterback. And now 22 through 25, Patriots, Jaguars, Bears, Jets, all drafted quarterbacks last year. And they're against most likely. And Rodgers wouldn't go to any of these teams. Obviously, 49ers are not on there. And I stand by what I did about the 49ers because I think the Niners just want to win a Super Bowl because they have a good group of players. They're just missing a quarterback. They obviously that he's not going to be there next year. And I think he has to get traded. So I'm standing by it. Because I don't think they're going to want to trust Trey Lance to lead them to a Super Bowl. Couldn't do it. 21, the Lions. One, they stink. Two, it's in the same division. So Packers aren't going to agree to that. Rodgers isn't going to agree to that. Vikings, same thing. But if he did go to the Vikings and Devontae went with him, that might be the greatest offense of all time. Because you got Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, and Thielen. That would be disgusting. Not gonna happen. In 19, got the Raiders. Derek Carr is sort of a franchise guy. I don't consider him because he hasn't really done much in the playoffs. But I don't think they're going to move on from him. But I also don't think that Rodgers would go there. 18, Texans. They stink. I mean, they're planning on hiring a coach that has before, who is a former they're in shambles. He's not going. 17 Falcons. Matt Ryan is on a huge contract. Kind of the same reason why Russell Wilson's not going to go there. So yeah, I think Falcons are stuck with Matt Ryan until he retires, which they're probably hoping is soon. 16 Giants. This is the main difference in the Russell Wilson Rodgers, comparing them. I don't think he would fit in New York. I don't think he'd want to New York. I don't think he probably wants to play in the cold as much anymore. I don't see him going to the Giants. No shot. 15, the Washington Commanders. Big L on the name. I mean, horrible name. Could have gone Red Wolves. Red Wolves was my favorite. Red Wolves would have been dope. They went with Commanders. Yeah, they're 15. They obviously probably need a quarterback, but I don't think he'd want to go there. 14 Eagles. I don't know if they're wanting to move on from Jalen. They kind of seem like they're, going under first round picks though. Maybe, but it's an NFC team. I don't see Packers agreeing to send him to an NFC team. At least, well, I don't know. It's probably a situation where Rodgers and Packers wouldn't be super happy about the Eagles, but yeah, they're still 14, so it's not very high on the list. At 13, we have the Seahawks. I mean, another situation of don't know if they're going to move on from Russell. Also an NFC team, so that's why, Eagles and Seahawks are basically interchangeable here. I just picked Seahawks probably because they have a better offense. Lockett, DK, and then if Devontae goes there, another great offense. Going to be the best wide receiving core in the league if it happens, but it's not going to happen. And then 12, we have Aaron Rodgers jumping off cliffs next to waterfalls with Divergent Girl and Whiplash Boy. Yeah. So, just to be clear, I'm saying that he would retire for going to any of those places above this. So from now on, it would be, if he had the option to go to these teams, he would go there instead of retiring. 11, Saints. I mean, don't know if they're going to want a new quarterback. Sean Payton left. I don't think they've hired a head coach. I mean, Michael Thomas would be coming back potentially. And then if Devontae goes there, then Kamara and Ingram, that would be nasty. And the reason that I'm saying Devontae, that's assuming the Packers wouldn't franchise tag, but it's kind of getting the feel of Devontae goes wherever. So, any team would get amazing on offense if they got Rodgers and Devontae if they were decent this year. But, good defense. Number 10, the Panthers. I can't remember if they got rid of Matt Rule. I don't think they did. But, it's a nice place. It's warm. Don't know if he wants to go warm because he's been cold all of his career. McCaffrey's there. McCaffrey, Devontae, probably. Both definitely top 5 in their positions if McCaffrey can stay healthy, but they're still number 10. Don't really see it happen. Number 9, the Browns. If I made this, I probably would have had them in the top 5. I do have decent reasoning, and it's because Alex Van Pelt is the Browns' offensive coordinator, and he was Aaron Rodgers' former quarterback coach, maybe at Green Bay. I don't remember where it was, but he kind of references him a lot, so I assume that they talk a lot. There could be a trade that is made. I'll believe in Baker if we keep him. I don't know if getting rid of Baker and a first-round pick and picks would be worth getting 2 or 3 more years. The only thing is Brown's roster is kind of in their prime athletically right now, so they probably want to win right now. And it is a tough situation. They're a lot higher than for Russell Wilson, just because of the offensive coordinator and Aaron Rodgers connection. So Browns at 9. Number 8, the Dolphins. Obviously warm weather, AFC team. Don't know if they're going to move on from Tua. I don't think they should. But if Dolphins get Rodgers and Devontae. I think their defense was probably the better of the two this last year. I think they're still on the coach hunt, but it'd be interesting. It would definitely shake up the. I guess they'd be AFC, maybe. Why am I drawing a blank? Are they in? They might be in the ones with the pay. I'm just gonna stop talking so I stop sounding stupid. But they would shake up the AFC, definitely. Um, be It'd be a potential option, but I don't know if he would go there. And now number 7, the Titans. I will say, I made this list around noon, or maybe around 1, and I hadn't heard the breaking news today that Rodgers bought land in Tennessee, around Nashville. So with that news, I had them originally at 9, and I brought them down to 7. If Rodgers went there, and if Devontae somehow followed, that would be undoubtedly, again, another situation of the best offense ever. Because you have a solid offensive line, best running back in the league, Derrick Henry, and then the best wide receiver core, Devontae, Julio Jones, and A.J. Brown. That would be nasty. And they would probably go to Super Bowl contenders. Definitely. I have Titans at 7. So we're kind of getting into the point where it's like, it could happen, technically. Could happen. 6, the 49ers. And I know they have Trey Lance, but I don't think that matters right now. I see the 49ers as, it's his hometown. They have Debo, George Kittle, Elijah Mitchell, who's just a rookie. I assume Mostert would be coming back. A decent to good offensive line. And if they get Devontae, but then the defense would be big. I think, if, it's a situation of if you can't beat them, join them. Rodgers is 0-3 against the 49ers. They've already basically publicly said that they're shipping Jimmy G out. I could see them, do a little swap. Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy G, Trey Lance under his wing for the next 2 to 3 years. And then, Trey Lance is coming out and he would be, 3rd or 4th year in and then taking over. Kind of like how Rodgers did when he was under Farby. So, yeah, I think 49ers, I think another Super Bowl contender. And then, that division would be nuts. So, but it is the only thing is the NFC team. So the only factor not allowing this is the Packers. Packers might see that and be like, yeah, we're not giving you Rodgers. No shot. Which is understandable. Number 5, the Bucks. Obviously, about everyone in the world heard the news twice that Tom Brady retired. So Bucks are, kind of in scramble mode. I don't know if they saw this coming, but I know Godwin is a free agent. Gronk has talked about how Brady would be his only quarterback, but if Rodgers and Devontae go there, obviously Tom Brady's the GOAT. Hasn't won a whole bunch, but you get him on a team with mainly that whole crew back who has won a Super Bowl as well. Obviously playoff football is crazy, but another situation of Super Bowl contenders, probably front runners. Kind of like how they were this year, I do believe, unless the Chiefs were at the beginning of the year. But yeah, good fit. Buccaneers might just be like, screw it. We're only gonna have a few more years of winning. Let's just go make a trade. Keep another Mount Rushmore quarterback on our team. And now number 4, the Colts. Colts would be interesting. I'm not like a big believer in outside, like the outside world playing a factor, but I mean, I do know the Pat McAfee show is in Indianapolis. Pat McAfee and Aaron Rodgers are good buddies. I think Aaron Rodgers is making his decision, publicly stating what's going to happen on his show. I mean, get Carson Wentz out of there and ship him to Green Bay. I mean, a few picks for Rodgers. Team that they thought was going to be definitely playoff and Super Bowl contender this year, but it just didn't happen. I mean, this team would be nasty. I mean, every single team getting Aaron Rodgers and possibly Devontae would be nasty. But yeah, it would be a good fit. Great running back. I mean, probably top 2 or 3 O-line in the NFL. It'd be a good fit. Next, unfortunately, I have to put this on here again. The Steelers. We had the situation with Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers locking eyes on the field, giving a subtle wink, which was just annoying as a Browns fan. I mean, if they can keep Juju and Claypool, Najee's obviously good. I mean, they're a team that wins, and I could see Rodgers wanting to go there. Obviously, our AFC team. Yeah, it would be a good fit for him, probably. I think everyone would like him there. Not that everyone doesn't like him in Green Bay, but yeah, Steelers at number 3. And now, obviously, we haven't had, obviously one team that is in everyone's mind right now. And that's because they come in at number 2. It's the, second prediction where I don't have the team that the current quarterback is playing for. And I have them at number 2. Green Bay. I mean, obviously number 2. That means there's a very, very high chance that I believe they're going to stay. But you never know. Could release him, could trade him. Probably going to trade him if Packers are smart. So yeah, Packers coming in at number 2. And now probably everyone who knows the NFL knows what's coming next. The Broncos at number 1. Now, if I made this video before Packers coordinator went to Broncos to be head coach, probably wouldn't have Broncos at number 1. They'd still be up there, but probably not number 1. They were one of the front runners last season when all the speculation of him moving on. I mean, good young receiving core. I think is it Jerry Jeudy? I know it's one of those Alabama guys. Cortland Sutton, Jamal Williams is running back. Good defense, or I should say decent defense. The only thing would be the tough division going into. I think that would, if he went there, that could be contention of that division being number 1 in the NFL, because you have Chiefs, Chargers from Boston, Denver, and Las Vegas. Even though I think Las Vegas is going to fall off this next year. But yeah, got Broncos at number 1, mainly because of the coordinator. I think Broncos did that on purpose to try to get Rodgers there. So yeah, I guess I probably won't do another NFL episode on the Joemo Show until the Super Bowl. So I'll just give my pick now. I'm going to go Bengals. And the reason that I'm going Bengals is because Tim the Tatman said Rams. If you guys haven't seen that, or if you guys don't know who it is, favorite streamer. He's a Jinx. Big Jinx. Big Jinx guy. So yeah, he picked Rams. I picked Bengals. So yeah, let's go Bengals. I know I'm a Browns fan. I'm rooting for the Bengals, but it's tough to root against Joe Burrow. So yeah, and also if I would have given my picks last week for the conference championship, I would have gotten them both wrong. Just to clarify. I know I didn't do a video on it because there were just only 2 games, but yeah, I would have been wrong. Just to let you know. So yeah, there we have it for where I believe Aaron Rodgers will end up next season. There's a good chance. I know AJ Hawk on the McAfee show today said he thinks he can retire, which AJ Hawk is one of his best buddies. So that's kind of big news. But yeah, we'll see. I don't think he's done. There's a chance. So yeah, there we have it. Broncos coming in at number 1 for where I think Aaron Rodgers will play next year. So until probably Tuesday, I might upload a video this weekend, potentially. But until Tuesday, next Tuesday, I will see you all later. Please like and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe to the YouTube. And until next time, my friends.